I was talking to Tony Dungy and Rodney Harrison yesterday. We're watching the games at Football Night in America, and they both expressed concerns about the lack of participation in preseason games for the starters, and it showed. But not just quarterback or wide receiver, running backs. We're talking about, the punt team, the long snapper, like everywhere. Can you see a scenario where we're going to have two preseason games where the starters do play a lot more, and then we add one or two more regular season games? Is that on the horizon here?
I don't think you add more regular season games. The reason we have to understand that the way the kind of league is set up now, where the practices or have to be a certain way in training camp and all these different deals, teams are now more concerned about getting their starters to week one. I mean, we saw so many guys go through training camp, so many guys not go through training camp, and guys still get hurt, right? So Eric Berry, his Achilles goes out. He went through training camp. I mean, you want to at least I'd rather lose Eric Berry week one than lose him week 3 of the preseason. And so I think it's a fine line where you want to stay healthy for week one, but you also want to get your work in training camp. And so coaches are trying to figure out how to do that. How do we play with this fine line? How do we still get our guys better, but also have them ready for week one? Because we know in this league, the way the league is, you really only get 2 to 3 years as a coach to go out there and start winning games. If you don't win games in 2 to 3 years, most likely you're going to get fired. And that's the turnover you see every year in the NFL, where there's 6 jobs, GM jobs, head coaching jobs that are open every year.
The Dan Patrick Show, weekday mornings on Audience.